6th through the 8th in San Jose. Is anybody planning on going? Great.
Come on, you guys.
Please consider going, and if you don't make it to this one, consider going to the next one. There's tons of great opportunities there to network, but there's also these great seminars to learn about how to be a more successful realtor. And we encourage you to take advantage of that. And so today I'll be talking about some of our hot issues that we're fighting right now. This one, SB 602, Monning, is an earthquake assessment bill. This bill, if it passed, would permit the California Earthquake Authority to establish property assessments. Do you guys know what PACE is? It's a financing mechanism where the financing is publicly backed and winds up being attached to the property and not a person like the mortgage is. So it winds up following whoever owns the property. It's typically used for clean energy upgrades. Environmental stuff. Yeah. So there's an effort right now to create a similar structure for earthquake upgrades, which is in and of itself isn't bad, but the problem is it gets a super priority above other obligations, including mortgages. And mortgage repayment is really important. We want mortgage availability because even if you have these earthquake upgrades, you still might need to have liquidity and be able to get loans against your property.
You guys have a really good, I just took a CAR webinar with the legal department, and it should still be on CAR, but if you really want to look up that PACE and look up that webinar, because this is a really big hitting point, because when you look up property profiles and it shows you who the lender is and the loans and all that, it's not going to show up like that. It's an assessment. It's just like a tax lien. So it's
right
over and above the lenders. And if that's attached to the loan, that can completely make your sale fall out. FHA is, right now, they will not finance any offers that have PACE assessments on them. So look up that CAR webinar and look into that PACE. It's really important right now.
So the really good news on 602 is we killed it. It's gone. It's dead, for this year at least. Bad bills never die in Sacramento, and it'll come back. We call them zombie bills. They always come back. But the realtors killed this bill. So thank you guys for doing your part. This bill, AB 349, is a follow-up on a bill that we did last year. So last year's bill allowed homeowners to replace their front lawns with low water plants. This year's bill allows those homeowners to keep those low water plants after the drought ends. And the big issue here is whether homeowners associations are going to be able to fine them or not. Right now, you cannot be fined under law because of AB 2104, which we backed, and we got passed. Homeowners associations cannot fine you for having a brown lawn or low water plants in your front yard during the drought. After the drought, they'll be able to fine you for having a brown lawn, but if you have low water plants, artificial turf, or something like that, you'll be fined if this bill passes. It's in its final appropriations committee this week, and it should be to the governor's desk, hopefully within the next few weeks, and if the governor signs it, it becomes law. AB 1164 is a water conservation bill that we're supporting. It does a very similar thing. It says that local governments cannot prohibit you from having artificial turf. We obviously need to reduce the amount of water we're using on our front lawns, and this is a way to still have a green lawn. It's just not a real lawn. And artificial turf these days looks great, so some people want to do that. Again, this one's in Senate Appropriations, and we're expecting it to pass out there easily. It's on suspense, but in a couple of weeks when they lift suspense, they'll take it up on the floor of the Senate, and hopefully we'll get that to the governor's desk as well. Now, this is the worst bill in Sacramento, and I don't say that lightly because there's a lot of bad bills. This is the worst one. SB 8 by Hertzberg is a service tax. So right now you pay taxes on everything you buy, all the things you buy. So you bought a cup, you pay a sales tax on it, right? This would be a service tax. So you would be paying for, as realtors, you're going to be paying for people to come in and do fumigations, painting, cleaning, titles, all these different services you have to buy. But in your private life, you probably pay for somebody to clean your car once in a while or service that. You're paying your mechanics, you're buying services from people who cut your hair, paint your nails, and so on. Imagine all of those services being taxed. And we don't know what the level of tax is. It's not in the bill. It could be 0.1%. We don't know. But imagine how that's going to hit your pocketbook. So we oppose this bill. We are the first group out there opposing this bill. There are others now following us. And so far the bill is dead. It's not moving. But we do expect that this author is going to try to bring this to the ballot and bring it in front of voters. And so we will keep you updated. Keep an eye out. We will do our best to kill this bill. We need to kill this bill. Now, we talk about in Sacramento a lot, if you don't have a seat at the table, your lunch. But how do you get and keep a seat at the table? And CAR, let me tell you, is one of the biggest industry associations in Sacramento. We represent all the realtors in the state, but we also are now the largest, as far as PACs go, we are the largest PAC for a business association in the state. So we ask every realtor to be super realtors, and that means doing 3 things. First one is vote, second is act, and the third is invest. So voting, I just handed out voter registration cards, but we ask everyone to make sure that if you move, turn in a new voter registration card. It takes 30 seconds. They're available at every post office and at your Lodi Association of Realtors offices. And remember to get your clients to vote as well. Something we started producing are what we call the Dear Homeowner card. And these are available at, I know at the Lodi office, and I'll leave some here today, so they'll be available at this office. And all it says is, congratulations on the purchase of your new home. Please remember to register to vote. And it includes a voter registration card. We ask that realtors take these and address them, put a stamp on them, sign them, and send them to their clients about 30 days after closing as a quick reminder to vote. So the second thing we ask you to do is to vote in every election. We will be sending out information to all of you, not very frequently, but we don't want to spam your inboxes or your mailboxes, but we do want to make sure that you are aware of what's going on in local, state, and national offices and elections. So keep an eye out for those things, do your research, and decide how best to vote, and then vote. The second thing we've asked is act, and that is to understand your local, state, and federal issues and respond to your red alerts. So red alerts, something that I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be collecting all those cards that you just turned in to get the Starbucks gift card, and I will sign you up to make it easy. We have a legislative liaison program, and we send out reminders maybe once every 2 weeks or once a month to let you know what's going on in Sacramento or at the national level, and ask for your phone call. It's really easy. You hit a button and it'll connect you directly to your office, and you talk about why this bill is important, and we will tell you why. So please look for those red alerts and respond to them right away. And then the third thing we ask is for everyone to invest. We buy insurance for our health, we buy insurance for our houses, we buy insurance for our cars, some people buy insurance for their pets. But what about insurance for your business? Bids, we call the Realtor Action Fund, insurance for our industry. So everything CAR does is specifically to promote our industry and protect you. So some of the things that we've done in recent years is preserve dual agency, prevent point-of-sale retrofits, reduce exposure to lawsuits, preserving the mortgage interest deduction. California's housing finance agency's impact on the housing market is about $116 per realtor. And when you count all these changes up, we've saved $7,660 a year per realtor. And so we call this the check piece, and I'll hand these out. It's a check made out to every realtor in the amount of $7,660, which is the amount that we saved you. And on the back gives the breakdown. Now, what we ask for in return is we ask for $149 per realtor. That's the cost of doing business. That's what it costs us to put into the packs that we need to do to get the right people elected, and to stop the bad bills and promote the good ones. So we ask everyone to go online and give $149. Now, 30% of that comes right back to the Lodi Association of Realtors to use in local elections and for scholarships for things like our lobby day in Sacramento. So approximately 30% of that money comes right back to your local association, and a portion of it goes off to NAR, and the rest of it goes to pay for our political activities statewide. But that all winds up coming back to you in form of savings. So one of the other things we do all the time at CAR is try to make sure that you're getting as much as we can for your dollar. So I'm sure you've already heard today about our legal hotline and some of our other services we offer, right? Today, yeah, I know it's the end of the day. Some of the other things that we recently started offering is a website called homeownerfacts.org.
Ooh.
So we hear from members all the time that they want more content to give to your clients. Whether this is shared on your Facebook page or on your Twitter feed or in your newsletters or whatever.
LinkedIn.
This is stuff that we think is going to be interesting for your clients, for the average prospective home buyer. So it has on it, it'll have legislative information about things that are going on that are brand new and little known facts. So take a look at that. It updates frequently, at least a couple times a month, and it'll have new stuff for you to share. And I'm sure you've learned about some of our other offerings on our website. My favorite is One Cool Thing, which we put out frequently. Take a look online. There's tons of really good ones there, and you can share those. And they're done in these really cool graphic interfaces, so you can send that out. Another new service we're offering. Everybody's now learned about ZipForm, I'm sure. CAR does a lot of work with ZipForm, but we've recently launched ZipForm Mobile, so you can do that on your phone. And the newest feature on this is Red Alerts. The Red Alerts I just talked about for our Legislative Liaison program will now come directly to your smartphone or tablet through ZipForm Mobile. So make sure you keep that updated so you get the accurate information back. Now, are there any questions about anything we're doing at CAR?
Tomorrow when you go to your ZipForms training, you can ask them about the Red Alerts.
Yeah, that's a brand new service we just launched in the spring. So you're some of the first to hear about it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So since Red Alerts have been around, weren't they around?
They've been around for quite some time now.
How much has it really helped us having the Red Alerts?
Enormously.
Okay.
Enormously. When you call, you're not talking to just some random person in Sacramento. We're connecting you to your office. They know, because you're going to tell them, that you are from Modesto, or whatever town you're actually from. You'll be talking to your legislator's staff. They'll be marking you down and knowing that you are an actual constituent. We connect you directly to your office. And we ask that you call from the number we provide, because that helps us track how many calls we generate. So we actually have a full team of lobbyists that then go back and say, we had 140 calls from Modesto that came in last Thursday afternoon, and you guys need to pay attention to our members, your constituents, who really dislike this bill that you're doing. And they listen. They really do listen to to their constituents, and you guys are their constituents. They'll listen to you guys in a way that they'll never listen to us. So that's why it's so important, and as we've done this, we've gotten more sophisticated about it, it's worked better.
Good.
So are these the same red alerts that we used to send out emails?
Yes, so same ones, and we
Used
still
to
get the
be
emails. We still get the emails,
Okay.
but to make it even easier, it's now on your phone, so you don't need to sit there and dial the number and take a look at your computer screen.
Okay.
You hit a button on your phone, and you're directly connected. We're trying to make it as simple as possible. Any other questions? I know everybody's waiting to see who gets the Starbucks card. But this is my contact information. I also have cards if anybody wants to see me. But feel free to email me with any questions. And I'm also available to do office presentations and go to your office and talk to you about whatever's going on in Sacramento. Or if you guys have specific issues or questions, I'm happy to come out and visit you guys in person too.
That's one of the things you'll find out about
Don't
this
you
area
think?
that's really nice, because even
Not all pop out.
our zip form training, our MLS training, if you guys can get 5 or 10 people in an office that wants to have a presenter, you can call pretty much any one of these organizations, and they will send somebody directly over to your office and have that, small dialogue with them.
We're happy to.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, this is just a quick little hour trip from Sacramento.
Have you done that?
All right, so let's see who the lucky winner is.
I'll be there.
Pam Zinson. $10 from Starbucks.
Woohoo! See, your benefits are already paying off.
Yeah, of course.
That's like $60 back today.
Anybody else need my business card? I mean, you can copy my information down as well.
Oh, no. You're, but you,
And I'm gonna put everybody's card in
see
here
what
now.
you tell
We're
them,
gonna-
don't you think?
We're gonna go for the coffee thing here.
Oh. Hopefully you win, so you can fill
Is
up.
everybody-
Hopefully we'll be able to, which
You
one?
can fill up your
Wait,
coffee. And I'll let you pick again.
12 o'clock. We have time
saw more
to
goodies
do
to
a
get.
survey.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I mean, I
David Wong.
want to do this.
All right, David. Got yourself a
Since
nice
you are
little-
all now voters, one thing we do talk about in Sacramento
Did you get back in here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So now we talk about the real part. We are not, CAR is not Democrats, they're not Republicans, we're realtors. And so sometimes we have friends on the left, sometimes we have friends on the right, we give money to both parties, or members of both parties, but we are the Realtor Party of California. So I brought you all Realtor Party pins to have and to wear and to remind you that you are members of the Realtor Party. Now remember to vote and vote in every election. I'll grab a couple more for each.
What office are you at? What office are you in? PNZU? Oh, you were the PNZU. I just. That's why when I talked to you when we first started, I said it's very important to read, because a lot of the points that, talking points you will get from the CAR website. They send you out these things to twice a month, every 3 weeks, whatever, and they are great talking points that kind of shows that you know what you're doing. Julie, here you go. These are going to be your final letters, and then the next page. Okay, this is.
They're in order. Why'd
I
you
did-
not
I
show
did this
order?
one.
Because I didn't have her on my list.
I know, that's why I was waiting. Okay. Anyway, on the second page,
Thank you.
it's always your pledge, and